Amazing.
Yeah, I saw that. Like I've been over there and stuff. I mean, I've been over there for the Gold's Gym. I went in there one time for a game last year. I think when the Cowboys in the playoffs.
These are my original characters.
They were playing on Green Bay a while back.
Thank you very much.
I did. Right in the corner. All right, please.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
What's going on, man?
All right.
You get the skinny Don Cornelius mic. That is one of them little skinny mics from the 70s.
Don Cornelius.
I mean, I had like a short stub, but everybody was like, "This is more professional."
I love it. It's very phallic.
And I can hold it like this and not look weird.
It's direct and to the point.
All right, so I don't even know where to start here because
I know you're walking all over your art.
All right, so I'm walking all over art because I'm kind of a street engineer kind of technician, so I like form and function.
Okay.
Sometimes people's art get in the way of what they're trying to do. They don't realize it, but if you make your space also the art, and then you can also function in it, you get the maximum. I get 4 times as much space out of the same amount of space as everybody else.
Sure.
Because I ain't got tables. I always say tables are like teenagers, where they take up way too much space for what they're worth. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of space they're taking up.
So I know you said these are your original characters here. All right, let's start from the beginning. How'd you get in the game? And
well, basically, I mean, I got in when I was 28. You know, I was at a crossroads in life where I was kind of tired of everything I had been doing and tired of most of the decisions I had made. I hadn't really made any profound decisions that took my life in any direction. So I decided to basically quit my job, get out of the military, and do art as a focus, because I never focused on it. I always thought it would just happen. You know, I'll get in somehow, I'll just keep drawing. That's a lie. So I decided to just jump in head first and went through, you know, the first couple years was abject poverty. But as any small business, you kind of come up out of that, and then everything starts flowing your way once all your groundwork's been laid.
That's right. Also, too, because we just like jumped the gun. We are at AwesomeCon 2019, and I'm here with, and please tell us your booth is as well.
My booth is, I had to look it up, 1312 at AwesomeCon. It's Sunday, so y'all hurry up and get in here. Only an hour and a half left.
That's right.
But,
and Terry, right?
That's Terry, Terry Huddleston.
Terry Huddleston. What other concerts you got lined up in your future, too, since we are on the tail end of this one?
Well, I back in this neck of the woods, I will be at BlurredCon.
Okay, so, we'll be there, too, obviously. Yep.
We'll definitely chop it up there.
No doubt. So again, you have your original set of characters here. When you start outreaching and pouring into more other familiar characters that people do, what's kind of the motivation in your selection choice?
I mean, it was kind of a cart before the horse type of deal. Just doing Comic-Con for 10 years, you see what's not there.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, you know what? I bet you I could fit in this area, because there's a whole lot of representation in this area, but not in this particular area. So I've always liked mythology, and I also like studying different cultures, and so I kind of took that, combined with a little bit of psychology, and kind of created my own thing to kind of reach that little niche of people that don't necessarily fit in anywhere else on the spectrum.
You said you were former military. What branch?
Air Force, the best force.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
You know, you said you were doing the art on the side while you were there.
It's just a hobby.
I mean, you know, now the military being what it is.
And I was reservist too, just so y'all know. Yeah.
People tend to be nosy. So was there any like coworkers, so to speak, that was kind of like, oh, you do art?
Actually,
on the
everybody that saw that I did that always wondered, why did I join the military? They were like, what are you doing in the military? Like, you should be out doing something. So even my sergeants wanted me to get out of the military. Like, hey, we don't need to be here, man.
Yeah.
And my enlistment was coming up, and so I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, you got all the artwork and such. You know, very diverse amount. You know, pretty much spanning DC, Marvel, everything else and stuff. So you're doing the original characters. You got the inspiration. Did that kind of take off?
It did. Yeah, my booth. If you got this much real estate, you're doing something good. So I'm very American Idol. Like, you know, the top performers get the best spots. Everybody else gets to go home. So it's doing really good. But like I said, I basically saw that there was a need, but I was still pretty nervous about it in the beginning. And then when it started to take off, you know, I started to, which each sell. I mean, even in the beginning, I was selling like 4 of them. You know, I get more and more.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, this show last year was one of the bigger numbers I've sold of my originals at the time.
Yeah.
And so I was really like full of motivation after I left DC last time.
Okay, so you're basically from the area, basically, essentially.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I've only been doing my originals for like a year, so.
Oh, you know what? That's actually really good to get actually do the originals now. For you, you know, Black He-Man thing.
Oh, right.
That's been the big thing. Like, has there ever been any like pushback a little bit with that? Or?
You know, it's like most of the pushback. It really is negligible. I think we get so used to, you know, the kind of internet type of pushback and news media, but in real life, people really don't say what they think.
They don't really care.
So you don't really hear it. All you hear is the praise, and people that don't like it just turn their nose and leave.
Yeah.
I've always said that a lot of times people are working on 2 different narrative streams of what the zeitgeist is saying, but in reality, let's say Muslims and Hispanics, right?
Yeah.
In reality, these are my top 2 selling characters.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't think that if you were to go with the narrative of like, oh my God, those guys are evil, bombs, terrorists, and immigrants, you know. And so you kind of listen to what your gut says. And since I travel a lot, I know better. Like I've been around the country, so I know how people actually work. I go to red states, blue states, in between states. Oh man, he did it. And that's nice. There it is. Frankenfooter. There it is. Man, that is bold. There it is. Just the anticipation. That threw me off. But yeah, so you know, I knew that it could work.
All right, cool. I guess are we done? You good? You good? Rolling? All
right.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Take time out.
All right.